Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Terra Invicta Episode 3 as the Academy, the hardest start possible, being that on Brutal. Well, in the last episode, we managed to survive the worst event possible at the start of the game for the Academy, which would have cut us completely out. We lost a single control point in Kazakhstan, which we won't be able to get back just yet, but hopefully someone will take it over and then we can get that back from them. Let's go over what each kind of faction was doing in the meantime, though, to give an idea of where we are in the game in November 1st of 2023. In our home area in China, we control China fully. Our neighbors are currently, we've got Taiwan controlled here by the Protectorate, as well as the Initiative also coming in, and then us. We have North Korea controlled by the Initiative. The Protectorate have taken South Korea, but they also are contesting with Project Exodus and Humanity First. Japan is controlled by the Resistance, but there are also Humanity First and Project Exodus located there as well. In the Indian subcontinent, the Resistance have managed to gain executive control of India. However, the servants are in control of the corporations, and legislation is controlled by the Protectorate. A little bit over, we have Pakistan controlled by Humanity First. The Resistance have also given up various territories around India because they don't have enough control points. In Oceania and Southeast Asia, we see that the Initiative have gained control over Siam, or Thailand, and Malaysia has been abandoned by multiple factions, with the servants taking over Indonesia. The Initiative having taken control of Australia even more so now, and also New Zealand being targeted on top of that. In Europe, we just have an absolute bloody mess. We have the Protectorate looks like they abandoned Spain. The Projects abandoned Portugal. Projects have managed to gain control over Germany and England, or the UK, even though they're not in full control of all of the control points, they are in executive control. France, meanwhile, is controlled by the Protectorate. And what we've seen is the Protectorate have kind of been beaten out of Europe, and because of that, very notably, the Protectorate being in control of the European Union and France being the quote-unquote leader of the EU means something quite interesting. Germany's already left the EU, notably. So what? And so has the Benelux. They've left the EU. Because of this, we're unlikely to actually see a European Union form this game, because of just how contested, how competitive Europe is. The Resistance, again, hedging their bets over in Russia. Humanity First sprinkled in Eastern Europe. A fight over Turkey seems to be going the servants' way. Africa has been getting sprinkles of the Initiative and Humanity First, as well as some Resistance and Protectorate individuals, as you may expect. In South America, we have the Protectorate who have gained control of Brazil. Resistance do have a control point there. They're also trying to gain control of Argentina. So it looks like the Protectorate are making a bit of a South American play. In North America, the Initiative have managed to completely secure the south of the border in Mexico, while Humanity First have gained full control over Canada. We have yet to see who's going to try and make some attempts to take control over the United States. However, we do now see the Initiative have gained 22% popularity in the United States. So yeah, that's where we are currently. So let's look at our current situation. In the last episode, we bought the CIA, and that kind of tanked our income. So there's a few things that we're going to need to do. One of those is get some money, and the way I decided we're going to get some money is doing a little bit of fun activities. And by fun activities, I mean a little bit of war crimes. Right now, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, all these places are, relatively speaking, pretty open to potentially getting us in control. We also did manage to retain control of Taiwan because it'd been that long, so we actually still have executive control over Taiwan. However, theoretically, we can't unify with Taiwan because we need, I believe, a tech for that. We can't do that just yet. Kind of a bummer. But, so I might give up Taiwan. I might not. I think for now we'll keep the control point because we're getting a little bit of stuff from it. It's never hurt anyone. So, potentially going in here could be very useful. Now, the biggest issue for us is that the United States is allied with a lot of these states, so it makes it very hard for us to kind of invade, so to speak. We do have the initiative as well, who I don't want to piss off, who are nearby, so I don't want to go after Iran. All of these states are largely allied with Western European powers, and that's going to cause us a little bit of a problem. However, Yemen is an open possibility. You may be asking yourself again, why would you care, right? Why would you care about Middle East? Well, we're going to get money. We're going to get spoils and lots of money. So what I'm going to order for our judge to do is go set national policy and go over to China. We're also going to need to make sure that Yemen is rivaled. There we go. And we're going to attack Yemen. Now, Yemen is allied with Saudi Arabia. I think I can take Saudi Arabia if Saudi Arabia comes to the aid of Yemen. If not, we'll just take over Yemen, get our forces in the area, and then start pushing over into other places. There was also some really good talk on the last episode, last couple episodes, about a African play, right? The idea that you could take over Africa and make a big African union. And honestly, I like the idea. So something that I'm going to be trying to do once we get more control points is, instead of, going anywhere else, trying to focus on taking control of Africa and going for African unions. Because bringing us back to that research, we've been doing very well at keeping control of research points. We have all 3 of the global researchers that will be heading in our direction. And we're going to be getting chemical and super heavy chemical rockets, which are going to be very, very, very important. So, very good for us overall.
Offering support.
Standing by for orders.
We are going to try and turn this councillor. 50% chance. Let's try and get that, please. I am going to keep detaining her as well, just to make sure that we actually manage to get it eventually. That is obviously going to take some time. And I'm also going to continue investigating potential councils we can talk to for trade relations. Another thing that people talk about is the potential for going for places like, for example, New Zealand. New Zealand has quite a good boost to start with, and going for places that are quite close to the equator. If you're closer to the equator, you get a bonus to your boost capacity. And so there's definitely consideration for going for that. Going for a New Zealand play, going for some of these other states, like New Zealand, or if we look over here, things with space programs. I believe Egypt doesn't. Yeah, Egypt's focusing on a space flight program right now. Egypt's a pretty big country. You could really do take over, but that's quite low research. For example, New Zealand, 5 million people, has the same amount of research. But that's where we will continue. We are trying to focus on getting those rocketry levels ready so that we can then begin building out research stuff in space, and also obviously mining in space, which is going to catapult a lot of things for us. So that's 5 times speed. Let's go. And we just got interplanetary chemical rockets. That does reduce the boost needed. Culture and we got arrival economics on top of that. So with arrival economics, I think I'm going to go for augmented reality. And then for this project, we could go for high thrust probes. We can go for xenology lab. I'm going to go for xenology lab, I think. Put 1 into that. And we managed to get her turned to our side. So what that will do is we will now get a lot of, or it's him, my bad, him. But we will get more information, and we will be able to kind of get an idea of what the Protectorate are doing. So far, in fact, we will know where they are, what their agents are up to, what they're trying to accomplish. Okay, we're now at war with Saudi Arabia and also Yemen. I've declared that war on. Now, Saudi Arabia does have access to an army, which is going to be a slight problem, of course. But we will see what we can do. It's going to take us some time to actually get over there, though, of course. Okay, next turn to go. So we're going to get super heavy chemical rockets. Let's have a look at what the costs are right now for building HABs. So for the Earth, costs us 1.5, but we don't have a probe yet over to the moon, so we're going to have to wait on that, of course. But we're going to have hopefully very reduced costs where we can. We are getting mission to Mars. Looks like they're being us out in augmented reality. I guess that's okay. I'm going to take a one away from that. We'll lose that for now, I think. And we will then start building up some stations. So one of those stations is going to be this. Oh, we don't have any money. That will be a problem. So yeah, again, we're going to have to try and raise some funds where we can. So I'm going to have you contact this person. Well, actually, no, contact the servants.
Initiating contact.
I'm going to contact the protector, see if we can raise some money.
Contact. Your orders.
With you, going into New Zealand is not the worst idea. I'm going to have you come over here, crack down New Zealand, and then you can begin purge operations.
Ready for my mission.
We can't do it yet because that's the executive control point. Okay, well, I'll just have you do a purge mission which comes after the crackdown.
Terminating the opposition.
There we go. We can't stabilize you. We can stabilize Kazakhstan, which we will do so.
Order.
We're currently airlifting our forces home at the moment. I would like to airlift them all, please. Why doesn't it airlift them all? God, the ground forces stuff really needs to be sorted out. We just got a rival market. How much does that cost for us? 1,000.
Making contact.
We want the same thing ultimately. Let us hope one or the other can achieve it.
I'd like 2,000 cash, and I would give you... Guess you really don't care about operational stuff. So 1,000 non-aggression, influence. Yeah, they wouldn't take anything, I don't think. How much would you take for... Maybe not the non-aggression part, but how much would you take for Cambria Interactive? Okay, we could try some orgs out. Is there any organization that I don't really care about too much? I don't care about this one too much. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Pay off that money for now. It's worth the cost. It's worth the cost, at least for now. We can also get this one, which will give us a little bit of extra investigation. Nothing else though.
Reaching out.
You too
Okay.
understand that they are our superiors.
Yeah, can't really do anything there with them. Oof, looks like we're gonna lose. Cascading fail, yeah. Solar collector, orbital distribution strike. Oh, great. Well, Mandela Station just got ripped apart there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna replace these with. We don't have an energy lab yet. Information science lab could be useful though. Let's do space science labs. There we go. Just got super heavy chemical rockets. That should, again, reduce costs as much as possible. Energy lab is going to be useful for stuff, so that's going to be consideration. Arrival markets. A lot of this stuff's going to be very, very useful. Let's go for arrival markets.
We've removed some threats.
Trillions of dollars just...
And there we go. Mission to the moon just finished up. With that, let me think. Interrogation techniques, arrival law, institutional bastion, sanction investigations, exit privilege, advanced team management concepts. That would potentially get us better boost technologies as well. Orbitals, we're not going to be able to do much with for now. Nuclear fission in space. Yeah, I'm not too sure on what would be good to go for. Arrival psychology, not really. East African Federation. Let's go for Arrival International Relations, actually. Let's work on that African play. But with that done, we can now go to the solar system and we can send a probe off to Lunar. Which shouldn't take too long, and we'll go find out about the resources on the moon.
Ready to go.
What we are going to now do is finish up gaining full control over...
Reporting in.
Ready for my mission.
Your orders?
Full control
Ready for
over New
orders.
Zealand.
Ready for orders.
We will also obviously make sure to defend our interests in New Zealand.
Making things safe for our people.
And
Acknowledged.
then with our scientists, we will keep advising up in
Offering counsel.
Where do
in
you need me?
China, of course. Let's look at inspiring some people. I think for now that's not going to be too much of an issue.
I will try to sway the public.
Ready.
We are still waiting on those forces to airlift back so that we can then begin moving them to where I want them to go. Let's see if we can detain a servant person. Okay. New organizations on the marketplace available. A bunch of United States stuff available for us. Also some other things. I would love if I could get that media group one. But that is going to require us to get some good trades on the way, realistically speaking.
Lending my expertise.
Or finding us for some other money. Which I don't think we're going to be able to do, realistically speaking.
Making our case.
Standing by for orders.
Investigation looks like Saudi Arabia is taken over by Project Exodus right now. Investigate.
Investigating target.
Where to?
Okay, with that done, we're not going to sabotage anything just yet, I don't think. We're just going to kind of sit
Surveilling target
and wait.
area.
What's the op?
Hostile takeover, can't do that right now. Yeah, overall, I think New Zealand will be fine. We're just gonna have to kind of wait on it, I think. But yeah, our boost income actually went up pretty nicely with that. And once we get a little bit more boost income, we can focus on doing other stuff elsewhere. I believe, what is it? Was it mass drivers for settlement hubs? Not settlement hubs, for mining. Space mining and refining. We need mass drivers for that first. So we'll do that after the mission to Mars.
Making contact. Establishing contact.
We want the same thing.
Got a lot of money.
ultimately. Let us hope one or the other can achieve it.
You'll trade that for that? Oh, no, that's 300. I want 3,000, mate. 2 organizations for 3,000 credits. I'll take it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna purchase Persuasion Pacific Media Group, right there. And that's a big benefit. That's way worth it. It gives plus 10 social science, gives plus 3 unity, plus 1 knowledge, and then gives us plus 3 persuasion. Oh no, I screwed that up, didn't I? I put it on the wrong person. No, I put it on the wrong person. I meant to put it on this person. Ah, well, I'd have to move it off anyway. God's sakes. I have to do another blade negotiation or get some more money somewhere else. Alright, there we go. Right at Lunar. Peary Crater looks like the best option right there, if what I'm seeing is correct. If we can deny the other factions water, early water, that would be good. Now, how much is going to cost us to get over to Lunar? Only 6.6. 6.6 cost.
I have new information.
There we go. Xenology lab just unlocked. Let's go for space tugs next, because we're going to need them for Martian stuff. Okay.
Offering
Continue our
support.
advisory
Ready
role.
for orders.
We're going to see if we can inspire some people.
I'll ensure their loyalty.
I'm here.
9 loyalty or potential.
We'll bring them in.
Ready to go.
I don't want to piss off the aliens too much though. Investigate you.
Surveilling target.
Acknowledged.
Can't stabilize anyone over there just yet. Can we get into negotiations again with the Protectorate?
We'll open a channel.
There we go. All our stuff just arrived. So which are the ones with naval capability? These two. Okay. We'll let them heal up first before we send them off. Like 3,000
Let us
cash.
hope one or the other
And
can
we will
achieve.
give you Vela Media Group. Not Polis Engineering, because I think we need that. Not that. We'll do that. 3,000 cash. I am trading organizations which I bought, but I think it's worth it overall. Okay, for you to get this, we need to take some stuff off. So we're going to need to take off. Let's just take off you. Let's put you on. Okay, that should give you then 17 persuasion. And then we'll also get the extra research. And then we've got to put you on somewhere. Not really want to put you on the inspector. Scientist man, we can put you on because you can have high admin anyway. We can also buy the first US Special Forces group, which provides us with extra security, extra ops capability. We get the command. We did lose the other organizations here as well, though, unfortunately. Is there anything that I would want to save up for instead? +2 investigation from the Secret Service is pretty nice to be able to put on you. But I also want to have someone who's decent at command capability. And I think the only way I'm going to get that is, probably speaking, is going to be through this. So we'll put you in +1 command, and we'll buy that command group as well. Okay, we are good to start sending people off. Let's go to Yemen, thank you very much. And then you, we're going to send to Yemen as well. With this situation, we'll wait. If we get taken, we get taken out. And then we'll just retake it as needed.
Offering assistance.
At your service.
So I'm going to begin
I will
public
tell our
campaigning
story.
in Kazakhstan to kind of get us to a point
At
where we'll
your
be okay with it. Okay, we've got a bunch of new stuff. Siberian Tigers, Excalibur Investments, that gives us +4 admin, +3 to the economy. Tellus Strategy Group, that provides us with a bunch of persuasion, +3 persuasion, as well as 15 science. That reduces monthly income by 7, that increases it by 10. These aren't too bad at all, are they? Let's go for persuasion. Let's go for admin, because we need to get your admin capabilities up. I will purchase you this admin, so that's the +1 investigation. And then for science man, I'm actually thinking, yeah, we're going to grab Excalibur Investments. Because that will give us +3 to the economy with +4 admin points, which will boost the admin capability up and help the overall economy of China by quite
Where do
a
you need
bit.
me?
So I definitely think that's a reasonable ask, so to speak. We are going to go investigate
We'll see what we can find.
that activity.
Ready for orders.
Can't detain anyone here. I'm going to go surveil on the alien abduction, because we might be able to find some other people
Standing
as
by for
well.
orders.
Nothing else I can do over here. Again, New Zealand's doing fine all the way on this, and I've kind of said that to just focus on boost income, relatively speaking. That's kind of all I want and I care about. It's a relatively decent economy for the size. It's got pretty high GDP per capita, so it's got 6 dev points, which is, not awful.
Restoring order.
Yeah, we should lose Kazakhstan, or lose the points of Kazakhstan to the crackdowns here, and then we will just take it back. We investigate the alien abductions. Disappearances are not worrying. We're not worried at all whatsoever. Implied selection. Still hold out hope for cooperation, but this news spreads their numbers will plummet. Our list of allies may grow thin. Definitely consideration indeed. Allow factory to detect alien contacts with humans. We're going to need to be able to get research under that. I definitely want to start getting some xenology labs available for us, but we're kind of saving up right now. Part of the problem with the saving up for the boost income is that we did lose Kazakhstan, so it's been a bit of a nail in our plan. However, we are going to try and get a crackdown into...
Target their
Wow,
key people.
wait, that's already crackdown?
Standing by for orders.
Acknowledged.
Bloody hell.
Ready for orders.
I'm here.
Where do you need me?
I need
I'm here.
espionage, please.
Acknowledged.
Yeah, you. Purge.
At your service.
Reporting in.
And then
Removing our enemies.
survey
Reporting in.
location.
Where do you need me?
And we will retake that slowly but surely. Science-wise, you can keep advising.
Lending my expertise.
No, I don't want you advising in Kazakhstan.
Where
That's
to?
kind of not going to be the best of ideas.
Standing by.
Is there any organizations available for? Doesn't look like it. A lot of the US ones are getting bought up. Office 39. A lot of East Asian
At
ones.
your service.
Ready to go. Offering support.
Standing by for orders.
Ready to go.
You can't turn anyone contact-wise. Can we talk with these guys?
Initiating
Honestly, it
contact.
might be a good idea if you have organizations available, just buy them, sell them off. Buy, sell off. And then just keep trading like that, and then you get a lot of
We
money from
want
it.
the same thing ultimately. Let us
Oh,
hope
they
one or
wanted
the other
something
can
from us.
achieve it.
They want Pacific Media Group CRV rockets. No. We won't take that. I won't take that. I'll take the money. But you're going to have to buy something else, bruv. Not Interpol. You can have Ryzen systems for that. And that gets us 2.3k. We should also have our forces arriving shortly. Moving to Sano region 11th of February, yeah.
Offering counsel.
Looks like we have a scandal. I'm not going to spend any influence on that. There's no point. Right, we've arrived in Yemen. They're in the industrial age, so it should be a fairly easy occupation.
We're in control here.
There we go. Just purged out the Project Access individual. Very nicely. And I guess it's our boost income back a little bit. But again, we've still got that problem with the Kazakhstan
At your service.
control point there. So I'm just going to defend our
Protecting
interests.
our interests.
We'll get that back
Ready
eventually.
for my mission.
Nothing we can do now for it. Pieces risk management. I'm going to buy this purely because we can trade it. And then this is decent for an espionage person. For you. But we don't have any way that you would actually be able to get that on board. Yeah, hold off on that for now. We're kind of losing out on research here because a lot of other factions are kind of gaining priority with Europe and all this other stuff. So it's a bit of a problem.
We'll turn down the heat.
What's the op?
I'm here. I'll make sure they're on our side.
Ready for my mission. Tracking target.
Okay, next turn. Initiative are over here. Let's contact them.
Open a channel.
We need to obviously investigate
Standing by.
alien activity as well.
Ready to go.
That's in Colombia. Largely, we're stabilized in Kazakhstan. Nothing of too much of an issue. North Korea, I would probably like to just seize. Yeah, I'm gonna say let's just try and seize North Korea real quick,
Removing our
and
enemies.
then just kind of,
Where to?
I wouldn't say dismantle it, but more so, yeah, not
Your
dismantle,
orders.
but get rid of its nuclear weapons, if
We
possible.
must persuade the people.
Fishes
If you
with
want
the
to waste your time trying to
initiative. I'll take 3,900. how much do you want? Would you be up for some ops points? Would you? No, you don't care about ops points at all, really. What about organizations? Would you be up for? Perseus Intelligence Jolt Games for 3,900. Let's do that. And we're going to try and see if we can buy ourselves Telestrategy Group. There we go, we can. But we need to put it on you. So I'm going to take Unassign. Unassign, and I'm going to take off this one. You take off those two. Come over to here. We can take off you. Give you these. And then put you on here. And then we can put Telestrategy Group on you. And so that will give you 20 persuasion, I think. It should give you 20 persuasion. I actually don't want to take this off then, do I? No, I want to buy this. But I want to unassign it. Yeah, take that lower. So that gives you 21 persuasion. So that's nearly maxing that persuasion capability. There we go. We've just taken control of Yemen really quick. And obviously everything that we're going to get from here is just going to be spoils. We'll heal up for a bit. Just care about your spoils, please. Just get rid of everything else. And I'm going to then defend interests. Please get control of the executive before we can get rid of the nuclear weapons. Science Man, do we have any extra organizations available? We do, lots of them in fact, lots and lots and lots of them. Science Man, that gives you +4, +1 mission control, +2 science. That gives us +1 of that. Go for aeronautics. And then also go for Emerald Spacecraft. So that gives us a lot more extra boost income. I think that's what? That gives us +1 per month. So that's pretty big actual impact right there. Because now we get 0.1 per day. Keep your advising up. And then we also need to talk with...
What's the op?
The initiative.
Establishing contact.
And we'll talk with the protector as well.
Establishing contact.
I don't have any issues with talking with any of them, really, generally speaking. We will stabilize North Korea for now, though. It's a bit concerning because it's very humanity first central. Yeah, National Reconnaissance Office is once again available. I would really love to get this if we could. But I don't think that's going to be possible, at least for now.
Offering counsel.
Ready. I'll speak with them.
Where do you need me?
We'll investigate our own people a little bit again. Make sure that we know what they are. What's this alien asset? That's in Santiago, Chile. I don't really care about that too much. I don't want to piss off the aliens. If I don't have to piss off the aliens. In terms of defend interests, not really anywhere that I would like to do that. Stabilization, not really anywhere that would be too important for it.
Safe.
Your orders?
We're trying to get that research up on our side over here. Let's go for... Investigate this person who's in Beijing right now. And we nearly... Oh yes, we should be able to begin our establishment of a lunar base. Oh, we're a bit late to the party. Let's get the water, Shackleton. We'll go for Shackleton Crater. So establishing a base on the lunar surface. Okay, we've got space tugs. Doesn't look like we're gonna be able to deal with the situation over in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to properly invade that, realistically speaking. We might just try and go for controlling of these nations as much as we can and just focus on getting spoils. What does Oman have for relations? They're allied with the UK. Yeah, not really anything I can do, to be honest, over there. Madison Society, that's +2 persuasion. Snow Leopard Commando Group, We have the Broken National Laboratory, that's +5 energy research, and we also have the World Health Organization, which is a lot of research, but very, very costly for us. Go for admin points. Again, we're just focusing on getting our guys up as much as we can here. No contacts for you, just keep advising.
Offering support.
Reporting in.
You can keep advising as well, and then we can also contact,
Reaching out.
see what we can
What's the
do
up?
with that. No stabilization needed anywhere, I don't think. Yeah, I think we're largely speaking pretty good.
Tracking target.
I'm here. Going into hiding.
Ready to go.
Ready for
Instead of Inspire, just focus on public campaigning in China, actually. We want to make sure that's as secure as possible. Yeah, I'm going to move those forces out. It looks like we can't take that properly yet. High thrust probes. Let's go for that before we go over into Mars. 60 influence for 2,200? Let's do it.
Evading pursuit.
There you go. Let's do that. And then we can purchase Guardian Global, and that gives us +3
I have
admin.
new information.
We can do that purchase with... Let's do it with you. Yeah, 3 more admin
Public
points.
sentiment is increasingly with
And then
us.
also gets the extra spoil income as well on top of that. I think we're going to have to take over Saudi Arabia the old-fashioned way,
Your orders?
so to speak. We also have some alien activity currently in
Offering
China
assistance.
right now, so we're going to have to
Ready
go
to
deal with that. Begin public campaigning in Saudi
I will
Arabia.
tell our story.
Standing by.
Go and investigate for me, please.
Ready.
You can look at a purge option in Saudi Arabia.
Targeting the opposition.
Standing by.
Judge-wise, you could look at control points. Gain.
Taking control.
Standing by. Bringing them to our side.
Get that control point for us first before we actually go for the public campaign support.
Lending my expertise.
Let's build some more HABs in low Earth orbit because we're going to need them. So I'm going to build platform, low Earth orbit. We are going to go for solar collector and then xenology lab. We just completed our HAB over at Shackleton Crater. And then we're going to go for the third control
We'll bring
point.
this nation to our side.
Ready.
A bunch of organization for USA. Formosa Industries, very nice. I want that on where is it? Scientist man. Let's grab you. That is giving us +2 science, but also +5 admin and a bunch of extra research points and +2 to engineering projects. So very, 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 very nice indeed. In terms of what else we have to potentially buy, we have Parima Investments. That's +6 admin. And then that's another +6 admin. A lot of stuff we could potentially purchase here if we had just a little bit more money. What I am going to do, I'm going to purchase onto you this, and that provides us with extra money from spoils. We should also have investigation person. We won't spend that money on that one just yet. So, yeah, we'll hold off for now. China is now undefended though, so we have to
Surveilling target.
kind of help with that.
Reporting in.
What I can do, however, is I can finish off
We're taking
purging
power.
in Saudi
Where do you
Arabia,
need me?
followed by...
We'll make things safe.
we're doing
Ready for my
spoils. That
mission.
explains why that's going up. But yeah, we're 24 admin points. That should
support.
really help the actual investments capabilities that we're able to get. But if I go over to...
Ready for orders.
Yeah, you're doing the science
for my mission.
correctly, and then we're going to go for those high thrust probes as well. And let's go as well for another solar collector, and then we're going to need also another lab on top of that.
Offering counsel.
Mission cancelled.
Yeah, why not? Let's sanction the Philippines. We get those high thrust probes, but that gives us a plus 20%
Things are
from
cooling off.
our engineering benefits now. And we gain control of that Saudi Arabian army, which we can obviously then make use of to start taking over the Middle East as needed. So what we're going to do, again, is keep trying to purge
Removing our
them.
enemies.
Where to?
We are going to defend our interests
Making
in
things
Saudi
safe for our
Arabia.
people.
At your service.
See if we can purchase anything. Ryan and Company, we can definitely purchase, and that'll be +6 admin points, which I'm going to go for. And that's very, very nice to have, as well as we get extra persuasion. And if we keep getting this more money, and we can keep affording these organizations, we can really boost up our capacity to actually control things while we just generate money in the Middle East. Do we have anyone actually winning in Europe? I mean, not really. The initiative actually got a control point into the US. Okay, they managed it. So it looks like the initiative we're going to have the United States, I think.
Offering support.
Where to? I will try to sway the public.
I need someone to
Standing
do
by
a
for
national
orders.
policy on Saudi Arabia for me, please.
On my way to the capital.
There is one of the HAB things just finished up. We're going to go for the other Xenology Lab. Now, these provide, if I remember correctly, +10, they provide +5 monthly income of research, and then they also provide +10 Xenology.
Offering assistance.
Securing our interests.
Personality clash. Oof.
In
-3 all around. Ugh, I don't like that.
Our associates are now in charge.
There we go. We now have all of the control points, and then again, everything in spoils. Is there any other Middle Eastern countries we can go after? You're allied to France. Well, yeah, a lot of these are open for the taking. You're allied to France. You're allied to the United States. You're not allied to anyone in Syria. And Syria is pretty weak. Okay, we'll go after Syria next. What about, I guess, oh, the Gulf states, I guess they're already covered, right?
What's the odds?
So what I will do is rivals. We will go Gulf states, not Gulf states, Syria. And then we will do a set national policy. Before we do that, is there anything we can purchase? A lot of stuff we can purchase, in fact. Let me go over to our friendly scientist, man. We can get the +1 research there, but I do like these more. Let's go for that. That's +15 research per month. Let's go for that. And then let's go for that. And that gets us an extra, like, +3 science, and we get all the extra goodies from it as well. Let's get Terrorizad applications. For money-wise, you can afford to put on some of these extra monthly income bonuses. Oceanius Energies +19, +4% spoils. I would actually quite like that, but I can't afford it right now. Let's go for an admin point here. Relatively speaking, I'm pretty happy with that. A lot of extra research we should be able to get
What's
from
the op?
our
Ready for my mission.
scientist.
Acknowledged.
I'm here.
Standing by for orders.
Okay, we now have control over Saudi Arabia. It was Lishri Ben, yeah, you need to get your
I'll ensure their loyalty.
inspired again after you had a little bit of an accident, if I remember myself correctly. In terms of we had the event that caused -3 each. What I am going to do is actually try and get contact with some other factions, which means I need to go find some other factions out, because we have a lot of
We'll
ops
see what
points that
they're
we're
up
not
to.
spending that I would like
Ready to
to.
go.
I'd like to spend, ideally speaking.
Initiating surveillance.
Your orders? Securing our control.
I will help them.
We've just got a bunch of money, and then with that money, I'm going to buy Oceanius Energy, and that'll give us also
I think
additional
we had a
spoils.
breakthrough.
Securing our interests.
High thrust probes completed. Let's go for alien methods next. Okay. Any more organizations we can potentially purchase? Doesn't look like it for now. We could buy Taurus Solutions, but not really. Let's talk with the
Establishing
Protectorate.
contact.
Ready for orders.
And again, just keep
Lending my
boosting our
expertise.
science in
Ready.
China. We do have something to rest. It looks like the servants are causing us some problems, so I
At
need
your service.
Mr.
Where do you need me?
Investigation Man to detain.
Where do you need me?
Detain,
We'll bring
please.
them in.
And then we're
Reporting
going
in.
to actually focus on not really these. Yeah, public
Making our
opinion in the
peace.
country as well as.
Standing by.
Standing
I need
by.
someone who can stabilize.
At
Where's
your
our
service.
judge?
At your
You.
service.
Reporting in.
Ready to go.
We got the ops points. Start
Restoring
stabilizing.
order.
Take some time, but go to saying that servant person.
Didn't have any effect.
There's institutional outreach. So that will give us additional organizations, which is very, very nice. Let's go for augmented learning is always nice because we get the extra priority, but it's not really too useful. Let's go for reusable rockets next. And alien methods just finished. Having uncovered evidence of multiple livestock abductions, it was seen the aliens have been observing us long enough to understand Earth's biology and social structures. We can now point a clearer picture of the methodology. The alien abductions follow a clear pattern. There is lack of explanation for this abduction, and the third represents an attempt. There is no plausible, friendly explanation for these actions. This goes spreading the more viscerally pro and anti-alien elements with our ranks are engaging in angry arguments, even coming to blows. Both have demanded that we change our fish policy to one more amenable to them. So we'll have to kind of weigh which side we're going to go into as the academy, and that's going to be something that's going to be kind of on our minds as we continue on. Augmented learning, no. Let's go for alien origin. We've kind of slacked on the story stuff, so we'll go for the story stuff for now. Oh, also, I never remembered to actually invade into into you. So we're gonna have to wait a little bit. Set national policy.
Heading to the capital.
So we got a lot
Where
more
to?
totalitarian. Oof. That's rough. At least the knowledge is going up slightly. We should have those new organizations. Wow, that's a lot of new organizations potential. Scientist man, can we purchase? I would ideally like to purchase you. That gives plus 10 energy research, plus 2 science. And then there's also this advises plus 5 science research. Why can't we insufficient orgs? How much would this cost us? It wouldn't cost us that much. Take out this. Put in you. Thank you very much. Then we've got a bunch of other stuff that we can actually purchase here. Wow, that's fantastic. You don't have much admin points, so we're gonna grab you. Have you get purchased over there. We've got a bunch of stuff that will help with the economy and the knowledge. So that's definitely consideration. This provides us with plus 1 military. There's also alpha innovations, which we seemingly can't get with any of you guys. And then there's Pixis Industries. Let's go for additional. Let's go for the additional knowledge increases. There's also Sigma Laboratories, which is another plus 15 science. I'd ideally like to keep stacking it on Mr. Science Man. But everything's pretty much sorted out for him. So I don't really think there's anything we can do in that regard. Majestic Industries plus 3, a lot more money. Let's go for that. That gets us extra income. And then over here, let's just buy these for now and put them on you. And then I'm also going to buy I don't know how to say that. Pyaxis Industries. And then there's also this, which we need someone who's criminal for. Do I have someone for that? No, I don't. You can buy the plus 2 investigation points though. Overall, yeah, again, we're expanding out these organizations. These organizations are really helping us out here.
Offering counsel.
Ready to go.
Keep public
We
campaigning.
must persuade the people.
I'm here.
Investigate alien activity,
Ready
please.
for my mission.
Do we have any more alien activities? We don't. What did they want us to do again? Okay, go do a survey location.
Eyes up.
And in terms of research, international relations will be done shortly. I'm going to put 1 into you as well, because we now have a plus 15% bonus into that. And we're going to also... Should I save? I should probably save for Lunar stuff. I probably should save boost for Lunar stuff. Erratic leader behavior. We've seen reports of sun swing behavior of some leaders in Greece, with Terminator able to infiltrate national institutions and what look like an outside push by servants, but they may not be prevented by our usual legal and political defense. We believe developing the science attribute among the councils will help us understand and defend against the phenomenon. So we'll have to go and find that out and investigate that.
Headed there now.
And
Ready for
let's
orders.
then go for more public
I will
campaigning.
tell our
I don't think it matters, does it?
Where to?
Because it's 100% chance
Reporting
anyway. I don't think it matters. So we're just gonna keep you on admin work, and then you can just investigate the other activity.
Headed there now.
Standing by. On Overwatch.
And in the meantime, is there any other alien activity we need to worry about? No, there is not. You can spend
We'll
time
restore peace to
stabilizing.
this nation.
We got set back quite significantly on the democracy score, which is not too
Protecting our
great,
interests.
to be honest. We'll have to defend interests as well. Yeah, the attack on Syria should not be too much of an issue. They've only got 3.1
I will help them.
on the strength scale right there.
Eyes up.
Making things safe for our people.
The people will come to our side.
Here's what we found.
There we go. We investigate the returned abductees. Our security forces have been particularly hard hit by our drop in support. Soldiers are inclined to fight, not to wait and see how many abandoned us for groups aiming to resist the aliens, if not destroy them utterly. Still, a few have stayed loyal, for which I'm grateful, as one of those teams that was able to solve this particular puzzle. With no prior history of violence and political extremism, was discovered gathering information on the residents' personal stories of space. When contact the infantry clear for the purpose of kidnapping, if not outright assassination. Yes, it does seem that way. The aliens are in the middle of advancing themselves, and I think that's where we'll leave the episode off as we begin our invasion of Syria. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. It really does help me out, and I'll see you guys in episode 4 tomorrow. Goodbye.